Well, yeah.
What up?
Hello.
What up, Insane Rhetoric? What's up? What's good? What's happening? What's popping off? You know what it is. The world is upside down, and we're trying to make it right side up. What's going on, sister? What's happening? What's yanking? What's on the flow?
Good morning, y'all.
Yes. Good morning to all. So I see you got your Sally Jeffsies on today.
Yeah, it was. That's the way I coordinated with my shirt. So, y'all, I've been telling y'all all about how, like in different episodes or whatever, I tell y'all about this organization that I'm part of, called Moms Demand Action, and basically it's a part of a group called Every Town for Gun Safety.
Mm-hmm.
Every Town, they the largest gun violence prevention organization in America.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So are they as big as the NRA? How many members do they have?
I don't know how many members they have. I don't know.
Okay.
It's about maybe, I don't know. They be in contact with 10 million mayors, moms, teachers, survivors of gun owners. Like all of these people are part of Every Town.
Oh, that's cool, because like we reported on one of our episodes where the membership for the NRA was like 3 or 4 million people.
Yeah, it's 10 million.
Yeah, that's a lot, then. That's a lot of people. So it sounds like it's more preventive people than it is forward, huh? Yeah, membership wise.
Yeah. So today is wear orange day. Okay. That's why I got on orange. I'm coordinating everything.
So what does the orange represent? Why did they pick orange for the national color of gun safety or whatever?
It's just for the awareness, like warning.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So cool. Yeah, it's wear orange day, y'all. So y'all wear orange or don't wear orange, but let's think about gun violence a little bit better than we have been.
Well, if everybody wore reflective orange colors, you might not get shot as a black person.
Well, that's true.
I don't know. It just came into my head.
I'm just saying.
I'm
black. Don't shoot.
Right. You remember what was his name? Vice Cheney shot the man on the hunting trip, talking about it was an accident years ago.
They shot Dick Cheney, didn't they? They shot him in the butt.
Did they shoot him or he shot somebody?
No, they shot him in the butt.
I think they were just trying to whack him.
Maybe.
You didn't go along with our policy, so we're gonna send you on home back with some extras that you didn't come in with. Here, take this.
So, but anyway, y'all, okay. I don't even know where to start. Listen.
Oh, this must be horrific. Anytime we ain't got no place to start, you know it's bad.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna hop on over to Alabama. Y'all know we stay in Alabama a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop on over to Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. We stay there a lot.
Yeah, we do. They're in Texas. I think that's where we need to have our post office box. Our residents. You know where someplace where we really don't get a chance to go much is Miami. And you would think we'd be down there a whole lot.
We used to be there a lot. What happened? Why we stopped going to Miami?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't get some sense.
No, they ain't got no sense. They still down there acting up. DeSantis just acting like a plum Nelly food, but I think maybe we just tired of talking about it, Mike.
Maybe.
I like.
Ain't no telling. Like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah.
So what's happened in the alley?
So she came up missing.
Who
She was
is
missing. She was missing.
Somebody missing.
Yeah, the woman was missing. Her name is, she's 31 years old.
Her name was?
Yeah. Jamira Ivory Fowler.
Jamira
31
Ivory.
years old. They found her though.
Really?
They found her body. They found her body burned.
Oh, that's horrible.
She had been shot to death first.
What?
And then set on fire.
What?
She had been shot to death first. And then her body set on fire. Fire. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, that fire burning got me. She got burned up. She got burned up.
I don't know why I come on this show with you sometimes. Yo, it ain't funny, yo, but it's just it's like these people out here just so freaking crazy and wicked, man. It's unbearable sometimes. It's just too much.
So, okay, y'all. She said she was going to meet someone to make a purchase off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, so Facebook got her killed.
So I talked to somebody from Facebook Marketplace one time. I thought it was, it's legit. Like somebody was selling something to someone near in a place where I was. Mm-hmm. And what they were selling was cool. And I stopped. I was like, oh my God, where you get that from? They say, I sell this on Facebook Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And I'm making a delivery. Mm. And I actually went and looked at their stuff and was going to get something. I was going to get something for my son-in-law, actually. Mm-hmm. But they didn't have his size.
Okay.
This lady wasn't fortunate as me.
Clearly not. Mm-hmm. What was she buying?
We don't know.
No, she don't. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. They got the truth seekers on Facebook. I don't know if I trust Facebook. Listen, before school was out, like that week, the week school was letting out, one of my co-worker teachers was selling something on Facebook Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And she was sitting there asking us if she should like legit sell to somebody, because the person that she was trying to sell to started saying, well, I can cash app it, or I can what you call
Zelle
or Venmo, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But then they asking stuff like, what's your phone number? Okay. What's your email? Okay. What's your name again? What's your birthday?
Yeah, that's them all the wrong questions. No, you should let that go. That's all you need to know is like,
because all you really need for either one is a phone number.
Yeah, that's it. Like all that other stuff. Nah, you don't get all that type of stuff out, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. So they got a lot of people. Well, that ain't changing. Changing is cheap. They got a lot of people now scamming on Facebook Marketplace. Y'all need to watch out.
Should they been doing it? Like, if you remember a couple of episodes ago, somebody was buying something and they was doing it on the police station lot. And then the dude wind up shooting the person on the police station lot. So I mean, it ain't that, it really ain't that deep. For real, if anybody is selling anything, it ain't nothing that you can't get from a reputable vendor from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you need it that bad, but like people just be trying to get deals upon deals. Like sometimes it ain't even worth the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I don't buy stuff from people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because all the stuff that we report on and we see a lot, I just refuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself in harm's way? Because you don't know what the person is thinking. And then you got to look at it like this. If they ain't trying to kill you, apparently, then they're trying to rob you. You know, so and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all people were like that. I'm just saying from the things that we have seen and we have reported on in the last 2 years, is it really safe and is it really worth doing? Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
even if you even on the police lot, they can't, apparently they can't help you. So 31 years old, Facebook Marketplace gets a kill because she went to visit somebody and get something, wind up being shot and wind up being burned. To me, that sounds like somebody was catfishing her and they wanted to get at her. That sounds like somebody that she would know. Because that's a little that's a little too intense just for a random, you know. I'm not a crimeologist, but certain things just don't go together. Like, I mean, if you was in a relationship with that young lady or whatever the case may be, and she didn't want you no more or something, it could be a whole bunch of spinoffs of that. You sound like there's a crime of passion that you would do, you know what I'm saying, to get back at that person because they left you alone or whatever. And then you think about all the millions of people that are on social network and how they people connect, and you bump into somebody you know on Facebook or whatever the case may be. So it's really not unlikely that that could be a possibility. I remember somewhere in Missouri, this guy was a rapper, and he was into it with somebody, and he was posting talking about dropping his location and all that type of stuff. And the people who were looking for him came to that location and he wound up being shot and killed. So like that just, you know, crazy. Um
Well, we're gonna move on over to Atlanta.
right across the street.
Yeah. So I think she actually did this in 2017, but she's being sentenced now.
Don't you just hate the due process in the United States?
It's swift.
No, yeah, well, that's a play on words. Swiftly slow.
Okay, so we're in Fulton County.
I know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them places.
Okay, so she declined to appear in the court. She was talking to her attorney outside of the courtroom, away from the cameras. So here's the backstory, y'all. So it was in 2017. She called 911 around 11 o'clock in the evening at night.
Mm-hmm.
She told the operator that she had to come to find her two sons dead.
Mm-hmm.
when the officers arrived at the scene, they found the bodies of a 1-year-old. His name is Jakarta Penn, and 2-year-old Kayante Penn. They had burn marks on their bodies. She told him that she had left the 3 kids. She hadn't been there from noon until 11 p.m. So that's already a problem.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. But she said she had left them with a caregiver.
We know how that works out. We just talked about an old caregiver.
And she said when she, yeah, well, that was in Oregon, right?
Yeah, doing
she had only known the boy
else.
for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. She said when she came home, she found the children dead in the oven. Yeah, y'all heard me, oven.
You mean cooking oven? You can't mean the cooking oven.
Yeah, the cooking oven.
The big stove, the box on the floor that a whole bunch of women these days don't know how to use, but the microwave. You mean that big box on the stove?
Why you gotta cap on the women that don't know how to use the oven?
Hey, I was just like, hey man, look, you wonder why you can't keep somebody, because that's probably one of your problems.
Okay, see.
But apparently she can cook.
You know what? I want to have a segue conversation right now so bad.
Slow roasting kids in the oven. Would you take this back to Hansel and Gretel? What
she said,
what is this?
She said she came in and the stove was laying on my son.
Laying on it.
Laying, like laying the egg.
Yeah, laying. Yeah. Meaning it wasn't right side up.
Yes. She said it was laying on my youngest son's head, and my other son was laid out on the floor with his brains laid out on the floor.
Now, here we go. So
she said, I don't know what to do. I just came home from work. She said her cousin was babysitting and left the children alone.
How old is the cousin? Did they say how old the cousin was?
And she kept saying, please tell me I'm not going to be blamed for this. Please tell me I'm not.
Well, clearly you are. Were you begging for please? You did it.
I don't want to get locked up because it's not my fault. I just came home from work.
Okay, so like a full stove is laying on a kid's head. Laying on a kid in general.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know them old stoves takes a lot of weight to even turn over? So a stove just don't turn over.
I can't even pull it out from the wall to make sure it's plugged in properly.
See what I'm saying? Now you can throw a microwave on somebody. You can
so here's the deal. While she was making the phone call, the children's daddy was making a phone call to the police at the same time. He say he had a video chat going on showing him the dead bodies of his son. She video called him and showed me this. And I seen it. I seen it, is what he said. I think they are really dead. The defendant's mother, Brenda, say she have a long history. Say Lamora have a long history of mental illness. Say she snapped after breaking up with Jamil Penn, the children's father.
Are these Black people?
Yeah. Wait, asked. What does it matter?
I was just asking. I'm just, I'm, I'm just.
So she been in jail all this time. She facing 2 charges of murder as well as charges of child cruelty, lying to the police, and concealing a death.
Well, she ain't gonna get out. I don't even know why. See, some of the stuff I don't even know why you waste your time and go to trial with. It's no point. You have all the evidence. You have video footage of this happening. What's the point? You in Alabama and you ain't got no money. And you black.
Mm.
And you whack 2 kids. You ain't gonna get out.
Mm.
And they ain't even gonna give you no bond.
Mm.
Like you ain't gonna get out.
I'm shocked that after seeing that, the young man is able to even not have mental problems himself after seeing his children burn like that.
Give him time. Give him time. That's what 5 years ago.
Mm.
Give him
Yeah.
time. That's about 5 years ago. Give him time. Some stuff don't click until later for some people.
Yeah. Well,
Dropping stuff on kids that you don't even use, dropping stoves on kids and killing the kids.
yeah.
I'm interested to hear in how her prison life is gonna go. Because like I said, even in women's prison, it's the same thing with, you cops and kids, they don't do well with that. When you on charges like that, coming into facilities like that, they don't.
Yeah. Well, in an El Salvador prison, apparently in El Salvador, they've been cracking down on crime and gangs and all of that.
Mm.
And they claim that at least 153 alleged gang members have died in the El Salvador custody, prison custody.
Okay, so wait a minute. Have died or were killed? 2 different things. Died is succumbing to health issues and, old age eventually. Killed or have died. Which one is it? Don't look like that. The outcome is still the same, but I mean, still like, one is you are helped along. The other time just takes its course. So, like, which one is it?
So they can definitely confirm that 29 of those were fatal, violent deaths.
So they was helped along.
46, they don't know. They say they're suspicious.
Mm.
75 showed signs of torture, beatings, or strangulation.
Yeah, you can't hide that.
Other inmate signs of other dead inmates also showed signs of injuries, but were classified as having died of undetermined or natural causes.
See, natural causes. They ain't had none of them, so they was all helped along. See?
But do we know that they were helped along by the El Salvadorian officials, or were they killed by other alleged gang members?
Okay, so like in most penitentiaries in the United States, and just most of them pretty much anywhere, like usually they separate the gang members from other gangs. The only time they usually get to come together is on the rec yard. So if they know that you are a Crip, they're not going to put you into a cell block with Bloods unless they're trying to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? That's usually the case. So when you think about it, all of those guys usually stay together and hang together, but everybody meets on the rec yard. So the likelihood of them being in those places to get to each other are unlikely, but that's United States. So I watched this show on Netflix. It's called Locked Up Abroad. You ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Locked Up Abroad is like prisons from Africa, Philippines, like a prison that's rated for maybe 2,000 people has close to almost 6,000 people in it. You know what I'm saying? So they can't separate. So being that this is El Salvador, that might be one of the cases where they all together, you know, and the living conditions in some of them places are ridiculously horrible. I mean, so you think about a United States prison, it's like Club Med compared to any other place. You don't want to be locked up abroad in no other country. I don't know why you want to be locked up anyway, but you know, you should check it out. It's on Netflix. It's called Locked Up Abroad. It gives you a good insight of penitentiaries outside of the United States.
Y'all like, subscribe, follow. I'm depressed.
Oh, why? This is a wonderful show.
This show is depressing.
This show is wonderful. It's insightful and everything. Don't go to jail.
Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, so okay. Y'all, what I want to tell y'all is this. If we in South Carolina now.
Oh Lord. The Carolinas.
So there was an Asian shop owner who murdered, allegedly.
He did it.
A 14-year-old Black teen. He and his son, Rich Cho, Chow. He and his son, he's the owner of a Shell gas station convenience store in Columbia, South Carolina. They killed Cyrus Carmack Belton.
I like his name.
They accused him of shoplifting. The police say a gun was found near the body, but there's no evidence to say that he pulled the gun to, try to rob them.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go out on a limb. There's a thing that's in society called a free case. Police used to pull people over, and probably still do. I don't know, but used to pull people over and to have them come under their authority and be held so they can do whatever they want to a person, especially if it was an alleged gang member or drug dealer. They would throw down weapons in their cars and drugs to say this is what we found on them. But they was clearly planted by the police. Okay, so what's to say that, okay, he might have been shoplifting, whatever, we'll give him that. But who's to say that that person didn't put a gun down there by him just to say he had a gun on him. See, that's the thin line between some things. I don't believe that that might be remotely not possible. So it just depends. You trying to justify your actions. And being in the United States, if you are a shell owner, you come across a whole lot of people that do shoplifting in your stores. And then my thing is, what does it even matter? It's covered by insurance. So why even? So now you got a murder jacket on you. Why even? No, you just wanted to shoot somebody. Being a black person, you wanted to shoot them. 14 years old. What person hasn't stole something at 14? Come on, man.
Well, him and his son was chasing after him, but they say the 58-year-old was the one that shot him.
And then you're gonna pursue. That's in I don't care what state you in. If something is going on and a person is fleeing, they're no longer a direct threat to you. So you had intentions to murder that person because you went after them. I don't care what state you in, it's the same. If they're leaving and they're not the aggressor anymore, you become the aggressor. Even in school, because being in school, if a kid picks a fight and then backs up off the person, if that kid gets up and goes after the person who was first the initial aggressor, now he's the aggressor. Everybody should get cases. Am I right?
Well, so they did review the footage, the video footage, and the surveillance video footage. And they did not find evidence that the young man was shoplifting.
Of course they didn't.
And so they did rule it as a homicide.
Of course they was going to do that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, y'all might not like what I'm gonna say, but you know I don't care. If you over here and you do anything that goes against what they call the constitutional law and you are an immigrant, you need to leave. You need to be deported.
Well,
you know, like, because you're taking on the same nature of some of the people that are here. That's not
but
working.
we don't know that he's not naturalized or.
Who cares? If you wasn't born here, now I'm gonna be like somebody else we know. If you wasn't born here, you gotta go.
Yeah, you sounding it.
Like, I mean,
yeah, you.
Listen, I am sick of people being murdered. I am sick of definitely people of other persuasions murdering people of color. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of murder, period. But I'm persuaded because I am that person. I am one of those people. So I'm like just really sick of it because it makes no sense, man. Now, granted, I ain't biased at all. It's like this. I don't want nobody to be murdered because I think it's pointless and senseless. But if you're doing stuff like that and you're not here, you came over here to make a good, quote unquote, good life for yourself, you need to bounce. I'm just saying. Like, subscribe, follow. You can cuss me out if you feel like it. I don't care.
Take us out of here, cuz.
Sure, I will.
I need to go give me some sleep or take a drink or something after this episode. Children dead in the oven.
Hansel and Gretel. Just cooking, slow roasting, folks. Listen, like, subscribe, and follow. You can touch bases with us on on our internet platform. You know what to do. And just remember to enjoy the ride that is Insane Rhetoric. Man, we out of here. Hope y'all don't make the news.